Good morning. It is morning. I have not yet had coffee, but I do have the first cup of the day. It is still way too hot to drink. Alright, we are live. Getting back into Solasta 2 early access. Booyah. Not awake, but we're gonna do it anyway. Some creatures are afraid of light and can even be hurt by it. It's good to know. Wait, we can enlist? What does that mean?
Hey, Jebfa. You're not going back to Kayamar, are you?
All those walls and bricks and stuff. Ugh. Not if I don't have to.
How about joining us for a while?
Oh, sure. As we Ka-Um say, a friend helps. And you saved my song from ending.
Please don't feel you have to. You don't owe us anything.
Oh, don't be silly. I want to.
All right then.
Oh, so that's right. They said, I remember them talking about this in the preview videos. So your party is 4 players, but you can enlist companions to come along with you for a total party of 6.
May the old crone guide you.
So this is the first time I've seen somebody that I could ask to join me. So the difference is that you can't adjust like their gear and stuff. And you can't control their abilities. But you can control them on the battlefield. That's pretty sweet. Do I need to do any selling? I still don't have... I still have not found a gem worth more than 50. Good morning, Francois, Dark Steel. I forgot to move this window over here. I have played Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 JKB. Playlists are on YouTube. Okay. We have a ton of temporary events, or I could just go straight back to Karamar. Well, for shits and giggles, let's check out this one at the very least. You come upon a strange and eerie vista, a titanic head and arms seemingly carved from purest marble, rising out of the earth as if desperately reaching for the surface, gasping for air. A rictus scream frozen upon its visage. Thanks for the sub over on Twitch, Amaratus. Appreciate it. Hang on, I got a kitty cat at my door. Come on. Your bed awaits, Blanca. Do you want to say hi to everybody? Oh, or are you missing your daddy? You wanting to come in and say hi? No, don't bite. Don't bite. You asked to come in. Here's your bed. Ah, monster. Come here, monster. This is not playtime. Hang on. All right, I had to cover the chair because she came in and immediately wanted to go scratch the chair. I don't use that chair anymore, but I'm supposed to give it to my sister-in-law, and it's already been scratched to hell. Murda says, been watching you since summer '05, but watch you on YouTube. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. It can happen, Jonathan. What's up, machine? Find my controller. Alright. Let's do a history. Well, first let's do guidance. Approaching in silent awe, you examine the massive stone carving. The head and hand dominate the land around you. The wide open mouth is big enough for the party to rest in overnight. Who would ever have carved such a thing, and why? If I failed a history check. Should I do a forced march? Let's risk it. Uh-oh. When I approach the sentinel, you can see smoke and fire. Something bad is going on the beacon border. Uh-oh. This is absolutely the new Skyrim. Yep, yep, yep. What am I doing next week, Forrest? Uh-oh, the town has been ransacked. Well, the fort, I should say. Bill says just got into playing Starfield because of your videos. Thank you. You're welcome. Enjoy the game.
It's the same creatures who fought with Diorcus at the funeral.
What should we do?
What do you think? We defend ourselves.
Holy shit, that's a lot of bad guys on the field. They have 40 hit points. That's a lot. Some of them have the high ground. Okay, not all of them have 40 hit points. Ooh, I can get on a ramp. I am assuming I don't want to go stand in that purple stuff. I don't know what that might be. I'm gonna move here. And I'm going to ready in action. Oh, that's a double attack with a bow. Alright, sweetheart. Let's get you some high ground. And you failed your roll.
Next time, I swear.
Jebfa, I don't know why I had the sniffles this morning. I was fine until I went out and got my coffee. Probably just need to go get a good sneeze out of my system. I gotta get up there. Those hunters get 2 attacks per round, even though they only have 16 hit points, which is pretty intense. That's right, machine. More people playing Starfield is never a loss. It's always a win. How am I getting up to that dude? That's only a 45% chance. Alright, we're gonna go Magic Missile and try to pick that dude off the parapets.
Arcana, Evo.
I don't know that 3 is enough. Excuse me. How did you find a way to scratch the chair? I have sheets over everything. You found a way under the sheet, you little shit. I can upcast this. Not going to.
Arcana, Evo, Malvis.
I only did 12, so it's still got life left in it. What's up, John Coons? This cat is spazzing out, running around the room right now, so hopefully she doesn't do anything silly. What's up, Angus? He is not out of range. Get your ass over here, buddy. Critical miss? What the hell? Hey! Crazy cat. Shit, I missed. Alright, that one's dead. Oh, I'm familiar with the fact that they will explode. Yep. Not in a position to only do ranged attacks. So, we will suck it up like true adventurers. Although these ones are not exploding like the other ones did. First ones we fought did. Okay, hang on, guys. I do have to deal with this cat. She is bouncing off the walls and just tried to jump on the desk. She's so goddamn cute. But she was literally scratching at the office door like 10 minutes ago. She's like, "Can I please come in, Daddy?" So I let her in, and she immediately just starts running around the room and jumping all over the beds. And, she's not ready for sleep yet. Okay. I'm gonna hold that for heals, I think. No, you missed miserably. Okay. He'll be fine. That one did explode. So the archers don't explode. The other ones do. Zoomies with the cat. I can't wait till I get high enough level to do, like... Oh, I can't cast those because I'm wearing a shield. I might have to switch to a two-handed weapon. Not being able to cast when you're wearing a shield is kind of like, ah. He just magic missiled somebody. Oh, he's not me though, but it got a guard. That's not good. again.
Neoka, Evo, Malmis!
And you missed too. Two attacks per turn when you only have 12 hit points or whatever is a little bit ridiculous. You missed, bitch. Oh, it's for the current turn. What's up, Cypher? Popping in from YouTube today rather than Twitch. It's all good. Thanks, Cypher. Thanks for the raid last night again. Oh, I have no line of sight. He just did a firebolt on me from somewhere up high. I need to do heals actually. Somebody in my party needs a big old heal. Who is that? That's my wizard, yeah? No? Who the hell? 1, 2, 3. That must be the guard. I wish there was a way to see, because you could see him on the top, right? That he has almost no hit points. But I can't actually see him anywhere else. It would be cool if there was another like way to make sure that that's the right target that I'm wanting to heal. I'm assuming it is. Yeah, it was, but that's a weird way to Alright, let's get her over here.
Necro!
25%, man. That's not enough. PTSD from your tactical run on DOS 2.
Arcana, Evo.
Alright, one ought to kill that. And I need to be able to get to that guy, and I can't. It's a mana weaver.
Malmis!
Yeah, in a perfect world, Cypher, I would just stream all day. But we have, my wife has asked me sometimes, she's like, you don't have to help with my grandniece, but I genuinely get enjoyment out of helping with her. Like, we don't have kids, So it's like every day on my trip, every day that I was gone. Hang on, I'm gonna pull this up. She stays with us Monday through Friday and goes to school. Goes home with her mom and dad on the weekend. But every day on my trip, these are the messages I got. I gotta scroll up and find them. I gotta find the messages, hang on. Yeah, so these are the types of messages I would get these messages from my grandmies. Hang on. So it would be like this. So then she's telling me good morning there in Spanish, and then she's telling my wife in that one. She's like, I want to see Tim. I want to see him on a video call. Hang on, there's another one here. There's another one because she was sending me good morning messages in English like 3 days in a row too, and I gotta find the messages now. But she's such a sweet kid, so I can't. But there's so many messages in here. They're all buried. But she's a good kid. But it was yeah, it's a full day thing. I can't find the message, but she sent me messages every single morning in English as well as in Spanish. But there's also like 50 other messages in here. Anyway, I don't stream like last year. I would just sit down and stream for like 8 to 12 hours, but I don't do that now because we are watching her Monday through Friday. So I usually do 3 to 4 hours in the morning, and then I help take her to school and stuff. And it's been working out pretty good doing 2 streams per day. But there is an absolute effect of like if you as someone who is streaming is only focused on like maximum amount of growth, then you definitely want to be streaming like longer sessions. But I tell you what, for the work-life balance, it's nice to just do a 3 to 4 hour and then you go away. And I get to take naps. And I get to hang out with my grandniece. We have breakfast together, walk her to school. I get hugs and kisses. So like we don't have kids of our own, so it's like it's nice to have that surrogate affection, if that makes sense. And I missed her when I was gone. It was nice to get messages every single morning from a 3.5-year-old sending you messages. It was nice. So I've been looking forward. She's supposed to come over today, I think. Although it depends on the weather this morning because it is supposed to start raining. So, but it is Monday. I don't know if I want to. I don't know what's going to happen if I go and stand in this ooey gooey stuff right here. Why does it say I need a dash? It's right in front of me. He's literally right in front of me. I don't know why it says that I need a dash to reach him. I can hit him with a spell, though. The daughter experience without having a child. Yes. Buenos dias, midnight. Todo bien. Todo bien. Sorry guys, a little bit of an AoE for you. I will say, yeah, since I got the glasses, I think last year was probably my last year of doing like the 12-hour streams. And I think that's probably just age and, you know, just my eyes after... I've been staring at a laptop or a monitor for like 14 hours a day since 2008. And I'm also in my mid-40s. And I think it just got to the point where finally my eyes were like, you know what, dude? So when I went and got glasses in January, I kind of feel like, I think the longest stream I've done since I got my glasses has been 5.5 hours. I probably could have done another hour, but I feel like 3 to 4 is a really good cutoff point, because after about 3 hours, I start to feel eye strain, even with the glasses. It's just my eyes start to get tired. And I did a stream before my trip. I did about 5.5 hours, and I was still feeling pretty good, but I didn't want to push my luck. I don't know. I just feel like those 12-hour days are behind me. I think. We'll see. You never know. That NPC died, so...
Narite Avio Pure!
I need to get to that mana caster, but I can't see him yet.
Arcana Evo.
It's only 50%. I gotta get POI, or LOI. LOI, LOS, Jesus, I can't come up with my terms today. Yeah, I'm saving the 12-hour streams for special stuff these days. I know, some people have told me, you know, it's like, try a different monitor, try these different things. It's like, I like my monitors, like, and I didn't start having issues until last year, and I think it's just age related, you know, it's like, I'm pretty good as long as I get up and take a break every hour and go outside and do what the doctor told me, which is I pick something like 50 feet away, a couple 100 feet away, and as far away as I can see, and I just do my eye exercises and look at those things for 30 seconds to 60 seconds. So when I get up and take a break every hour, I literally go outside, stretch my eyes, and I'll do like some push-ups and squats or some jumping jacks. Give my wife a hug, kiss, whatever. Take a bio, get some coffee, come sit back down and play some more. And it's been working pretty good. But I also gotta say, I really like the whole splitting things up into two streams, because I can do one game in the morning for 3 to 4 hours for a core audience, and then I can come back and do another game for 3 to 4 hours for a different audience. There are still some crossover, but it's different. It's definitely a different audience in the afternoons versus the mornings. Yeah, these have blue light and UV. They change color when I go outside. These were not cheap. These were more than $1,000 to get these glasses. I think the frames were like $250 or something, but the lenses, yeah, I did not get cheap lenses. I did not get the most expensive lenses, but these came out of a lab in France, and they're progressives, so it's what the doctor recommended, and I had never had glasses before, so I was like, all right, I will spend money on them. It's a tax deduction, so it's all good. But yeah, I did not go cheap. These are prescription. Man, 2 attacks per round. Y'all suck. I can't wait till I can do that. Yeah, Cypher. Yeah, because Chris even told me, she's like, we got to make sure that those frames stay in good shape, because, like, like the frames were like almost 300. I got Nike frames, like they had lots of different frames to choose from, but honestly, these were the ones that were the most comfortable. They're a little bigger here than I wanted. I have a pair of blue screen glasses that I was using before, if you guys remember from the streams before, which have a smaller, like, here, I'll put them on so you can see the difference. These are just blue screens, and they have a smaller, I kind of like the look of these a little better because they are a smaller frame, but they didn't have anything that was quite like this, and then they had I tried on like 8 different frames at the place I went to, and these were by far the ones that had like the shape that I wanted. And I put them on, and I immediately could be like, oh, I could wear these all day and not have a problem. Like I could just tell that they were going to be comfortable. I'm pretty happy with these. They are a little bit taller, if that makes sense. But I will also say that because they are progressives, it's not a bad thing to have a bigger, because at the top I have like my normal vision, and then the middle is like for my computer work, and then the bottoms is when I'm looking at my phone, and this is where I'm actually getting, I have a small enhancement like to be able to see close up, because that's what I noticed was going was I was starting to get headaches last year, and I couldn't see my fucking phone. Everything was going blurry, and it was like, what the hell? So I augmented the size of my phone, and it was still like hard to read, like it was giving me headaches and stuff. So now with this, just the hardest thing to learn has been to, instead of looking down at my phone, I've had to learn how to just keep my head like this and just look down through my glasses. But I don't have very bad eyesight. If I showed you guys my prescription, it's I don't know where I put it actually. It's somewhere around here. I don't have that bad of eyesight. It's just age and using my eyes every day, all day. So like Brandon Sanderson was doing a update on his TikTok the other day. He said he was getting new progressives, and he has -10, and I was like, holy shit, because I think I was like -0.5, or it's like less than 1. It was under 1. So I mean, it's just now I'm starting to need glasses because of age. And when he said I'm -10, I was like, oh fuck, like that's somebody who needs glasses. Like mine was just like, oh my god, my phone's starting to get blurry, and I was having headaches doing long streams. Yeah, just wear and tear on the eyes. And that's what the doctor told me. He's like, literally, he's like, you're in your 40s, dude. He's like, you're 45. You've been sitting in front of a computer screen as a writer, as a streamer, as a game developer for 20 years. Progressive contact lenses? Oh my god, that does sound like a trip. But yeah, glasses, that was an unexpected, I just never thought I would ever need them. I'd always had great vision, and then all of a sudden it was like, oh no, you definitely need to get glasses, buddy.
Neoka Evo Malmis!
Man, I don't know about progressive contact lenses. That sounds intense. Because that's the thing I really like about the taller glasses is I have room to like use the full width of each row. Yeah, wow. Can I do more than once? I feel like that's going to be a waste of a spell.
Thanks. I feel better.
You have a restriction on your driver's license that says you must be wearing corrective lenses at all time. Makes sense, yeah. What's up, Lou? Good morning. This will be my last magic missile. Better do 2 on that guy.
Malmis!
Two attacks is so unfair. I don't get 2 attacks. And then he's gonna blow up and explode on me, and it's gonna kill me. Excuse me. I'm loath to actually attack this guy because if he blows up, Miles is gonna drop. Alright, I definitely need to. Shield divinity, heal an ally. I need to do it to both. However, why does it say I only have a 5% success rate? Alright, let's definitely dash. Actually, I don't have to do that. I can just hold. Yeet! Alright, and that'll let me get line of sight to that douche above. Yeah, but they don't quite have level 5 hit points, which has made me confused. Like, the archers only have 16 hit points and get 2 attacks per round. Now these guys are they've probably level 5. They've got 45 hit points. But the archers was killing me. It was like, man, how are you guys having 2 attacks and you've only got 16 hit points? You know what? I think they're rolling with advantage because we're standing in this goo. Ugh, this is gonna hurt. You missed, you bitch. Sorry in advance. Oh no, Jeffa! That's what I was afraid of. Oh, they're both down. Holy shit, that guy did a ton of damage on the way out. Can I? Alright, I need to get up here and help. Because we still got that mage on the field. Can I do another channeled, or is it down for the... Nope. Nice, got them both. All right, buddy, go big or go home.
Arcana Evo. Arcana Evo.
I only have a 30%. Why?
Arcana Evo. Malmis.
You can't move. Shit! I moved. That's not what I meant to do. I wanted to click something and I missed it. Damn it. I wanted to move to get line of sight and then try it. And it didn't fucking work. Because I fucked it up.
Arcana Evo. Malmis.
Of course I missed. Motherfucker. Alright, don't move. Steady aim. You fucker. I'm not gonna have line of sight from here. Oh yeah, I am. Guess what I have? Woohoo!
What's that on the ground? It looks like it's alive.
Look, it's spreading from over there.
Oh, are we gonna have to fight a big bad boss now
Who's
after
that?
we've drained all our spells? Is that Devora?
One thing's for certain. They're responsible for the attack.
We
Someone else.
failed our insight check. Hello. Oh shit!
Ah!
She did just something to our mark.
Mark, it's burning.
Where are they?
Gone.
Harold, are you okay?
I think so. And you?
Still living?
Good. Normally I'd complain about losing my goods and equipment. But all this... so much death.
Did you see what happened?
Not the start of it. I was up in the woods hunting. I ran back as fast as I could, but these things... they look like sickless, but twisted by corruption. And I've heard of it, but to see it, oh, terrible.
At least you could defend yourself. Did you see their leader?
The witch? Yes, I did. They were chanting her name. Shadwin, Shadwin. It was as if they worshipped her.
That name again. Hang on. Isn't that the person Diorcus was talking about before she left? Oh, you're right.
It might just be a coincidence, but still, that's worrying.
Diorcus? Who's that?
She's our sister. You didn't see another human, a woman with Shadwin?
Can't say I did. I was too busy fighting her goons and avoiding all that god's awful stuff spreading across the ground.
Well, it's good to see you're alive.
Likewise.
Stay in the light, Herald.
You too. You too.
We need to rest.
Alright. Well, we're not going to rest yet. First, we need to loot up. What did you just do, you numbnuts? Get up there and loot that thing. No, don't drop down. There we go. That pouch is right at the edge. Oh, what is that? Mana dust. There's a jute bag. A toolbox. So that you definitely take damage from that. Oh shit, we're unconscious. Ah! How come I wasn't taking damage from that beforehand? And suddenly we are. No, that's not supposed to happen. So I wasn't taking damage from it when I was standing in it during the fights. And suddenly I'd step in it now and we were immediately dying like over and over and over. What the fuck, man? This is, yeah, this is definitely a, that right there needs some work. That loot is like right on the edge where it says drop. And so trying to get them to click on the pouch is a lesson in futility. Alright, loot all. Loot the jute bag. Loot all. And now let's jump here. And let's try to like not run into the yeah, see?
Deal with it.
When we were in the middle of the fight, yes, you can have a mouse pointer just like that. When we were in the middle of the fight, I was not taking necrotic damage at that pace. hate the idea of leaving loot on the ground, but I'm not walking into the middle of that ooey gooey, sticky chewy, necrotic mess. When does this game release? It's started in early access like 3 days ago. No release date yet for the full release. Give me 2 seconds here. Actually, you know what? We're at the hour mark, everybody. Give me a few minutes to take a quick break. I was definitely hearing noises, which means one of the cats is probably doing something naughty outside. But I will also take this moment to just get up from the desk for a few minutes. We'll be right back. I don't know if she got into something or what's going on, but that was the noise I heard, which Snow White was uh, puking in front of my office door. And then I found another place that she had just puked in front of the washing machine. But she seems to have all her energy, and she's like running around wanting to play with my legs, so I don't know what it is. She puked up a hairball last week. But she wanted to go outside, so I just put her back outside in her cat shelter area. And I had to clean up a bunch of cat puke. Who knows? She didn't puke up any of her food, it looked like. It was just like liquid. And some yeah, it was cat puke. But there was none of her, she just had breakfast like an hour ago, and there was none of her dried cat food in it, so who knows. Vicious seagulls circle in the air, but most of them fly away as you approach. You realize they were interested in a boat stranded on the shore, in which there's not much left or anyone. Let's search it. Among the items washed up by the waves, you spot a small chest containing several pearls. Oh! This is our first long rest after we got burned. So she's in our heads now.
Who are you then, strangers? There is something about you. Don't fool yourselves. You cannot stop me. No one can.
Authority. That was interesting. Did the pearls I get, are those worth more than 50 coins? Oh, yes. Give that to... I can't do anything with it yet. I have to be in a normal place. But I can give that to my mage. I'll be able to cast chromatic orb finally.
Her song has ended.
Oh, how nice. You saved the little wizard girl. You sure she told you everything?
Mm. Plot thickens. Yes, this is the same voice actress who did the narrator in Baldur's Gate, correct? Devora is also in this game from Baldur's Gate 3. Alright. First and foremost, give that pearl to my mage. Then Galleon, my friend, can you finally cast Chromatic Orb? No. Missing material component. What the hell? Gem and diamond property worth 50 more. So definitely, how does that not... I wonder if that's a known bug. Okay, it doesn't say gem or diamond though, it just says pearl. So I wonder if it's very specific that it has to be a gem or diamond. Is there a story to this game? Yes. There was a story in the first game as well. Alright, I have multiple quests here. One is to return to Ricard. But I have also other quests as well. Yeah, I don't think the pearl is counting as a gem, correct? Yeah, the first game has a massive story. This one seems to have a pretty massive story as well. See if you can find Sathina. Bring the bracelet to Keto. I need to go find Keto. Bivka, Liera, Egil, Hidlin. Oh, there's Keto. Can I put a marker on him? No, but I think I just need to go due south, basically. Can I do this and just go click on him? He's right here, so let's just say... go. Nice.
It is decreed that a most treacherous spy from the upstart Argard armies shall be hung by their neck until dead.
That wall's huge. Intriguing. There's definitely a Manacallan feel to it, but it's different. Hello, Keto.
Oh, hello there. Have you found your sister yet?
Alas, no. But we've only just started looking.
We're actually here about the murdered Sickless woman.
Ah, yes. A truly sad tale. What about her?
Well, in our search, we ended up finding and killing her murderers. They were after heirlooms that she had sold.
Heirlooms? What kind?
It's jewelry, see? We thought you might know what to do with it.
Ah, oh yes. This is indeed of great value.
It's a pearl gem, not a pearl jam.
This is not just a precious stone.
Dad
It
jokes
is
for
an
the win.
important marker and link to her family.
I'm sorry, I'm not sure I understand. Your culture is still largely a mystery to us.
I admire your honesty. You see, when I look at and touch this, it tells me her identity, her family name, her lineage, social status, everything. In the common
A
tongue,
social
she
credit
was
score?
called
What?
Calibar Rainflower. She was from an old family, from the far south of Neokos. Strange to be so far from her people.
Can you tell her family what happened?
That I doubt, but I can message my friend Akina. Maybe she will know what to do. Thank you, Colwall friends, for bringing me this.
Don't mention it. And thanks for telling us about the bracelet.
All right, we got some XP points. That's the most important thing of all. All right. My sneezes and sniffle, guys. Deal with it. Sucks. May need to take an allergy pill. There is a front moving in, actually. It's supposed to start raining tonight, so I'm wondering if we've got something stirred up in the wind. All right. Next quest. The Wind People. See if you can find Sathina. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Sathina. I haven't found anybody called Sathina yet. It does help, Greyforge. Thank you. Misery and company. Oh shit, I can vault onto the ship? Well, thank you very much.
Did I miss it?
We all missed a perception check right here.
We should take a look at this.
Oh, somebody made it. It was a jute bag. Oh, hello. Giant pearls.
They took a bolt of silk cloth from Almafen. That's just grand larceny. And that special elven wood shaped by woodwarpers. I know why the smugglers do it now.
Not the first time inspectors seized the snow brandy.
Nope. Good luck to them with the hangover.
They think we're the smugglers.
Well, I am unsure of where we go from here for all the side quests. I know for the main quest we gotta go talk to the brother. Who is straight through here. Oh, can I not get in through those doors? How do I get back in there?
Ah, so we meet again. And this time you don't look like you've been wading through sewers.
Ah, some of the best times of my life. Leaving those sewers behind.
Indeed. But let's not waste time with idle gossip. I mean, the city needs your help. Between an outbreak of the running sickness and all the extra patrols due to the festival, we're stretched paper thin for manpower.
You've been fair to us so far, Lieutenant Protector. How can we return the favor?
A Southern Isles ship docked a couple of days ago. It needs to be inspected. It's standard procedure, ensuring there's no dangerous cargo aboard, no contagious diseases or plague, that sort of thing.
I think we can manage that.
Good. Here, take this warrant. It gives you the authority to board, and if necessary, to seize the ship or confiscate any illicit items.
It was probably the ship I was just on.
You'll notice the list isn't short. It was drawn up
It
by
says
the
it's at the end after
prefect
talking to
priestess
someone.
herself.
Interesting. Okay.
She has a penchant for exacting detail in the line of duty, if you take my meaning.
In the name of justice.
Yes, indeed.
I think we have better things to do than the Beacon's police work.
It's just a small thing, and we might get some nice loot in the process.
We'll see.
I do kind of wish one of the things it would be interesting to see if they polish this is that right now, when you loot a container, it remains as an interactable object. And there's a part of me that wishes that once you loot it, it would disappear, like no longer be interactable. It seems a weird thing to me because it'll even still show up on the mini-map as something that is interactable even if you've already looted it. Like these right here.
Captain?
Seriously? You keep us waiting for 2
Knife
days and then
ears.
you confiscate all that from our cargo?
And good day to you as well, Captain.
This is an outrage.
Maybe so. But we have clear orders here, signed by the prefect priestess herself.
You know you take risks letting smuggling happen on your ship. It could have been worse for you.
I know you're doing your job, but come on.
Look on the bright side. You've got lots of room for new cargo.
Lots room for
Well,
new cargo.
There is that.
Stay in the light.
Stay in the light. So I technically scavenged everything before I got the note. That's interesting. What's up, Sab Spirit?
Ah, you're back. I know that you were most enthusiastic in following your instructions. Oh, the prefect will be happy. Although, I confess, I didn't expect quite so much eagerness.
Well, it wasn't like the sewers. And if a job's worth doing, it's worth doing well.
Quite. Thanks for your help.
Stay in the light.
Oh, yes! Love that expression. Stay in the light.
He's such a douchebag. Alright, how do I get back in to see Rickard? I think I have to go up and around. Okay. The circus is here.
This looks like a canal boat network.
Interesting. I wonder how far it reaches.
Maybe you can navigate across the entire city, even to the ocean.
Maybe, but I doubt it's free to travel.
The best things in life are certainly not free. especially when it comes to convenience. Pony up and pay for that shit, my friends. Ow. Come on now. Give me the talking button. There it is. Sometimes it's a little wonky.
You're here. What news?
Clear skies.
Oh, we have so much to report.
There's a Cyclus in the city. He knows Diorcus, met her years ago.
When she first arrived.
Yeah, she made an impression.
That's the...
Have you met Steelmind?
Of course. He keeps his beady eye on me.
Dangerous?
Yeah. No matter what Anabasia says, he feels like those New Empire, Silent Whisper types.
Yes, definitely dangerous.
We discovered a group here called the Comas. They're like the scavengers.
That makes sense.
We've made friends with them. Maybe they'll help us find Diorcus.
We made contact with a nomadic tribe, the Ka'um.
Oh, yes. One of the rare peoples on Neokos who worship Maraike.
And there's more. They know of Diorcus.
You found her?
No, but they knew of her before she returned to Ferendra. Like you said, she was welcomed as a cleric of Maraike and stayed with them for a while.
Then... what?
She left them. A calling, they said.
The Covenant. I must learn more about these Ka'um.
Do what you can. We'll keep looking for answers too.
Okay.
We saw the Cyclus witch. The one they call Shadwin.
Maraike's breath, really?
Well, yes, but we didn't fight her. We only caught a glimpse.
What did you see?
She attacked a beacon fortress.
Shadwin. Did you see her use her powers? What is she?
We arrived too late for that. She disappeared, but she spreads corruption wherever she goes. Physically, she looks human. Mostly, not completely.
Okay, let's grab the ogre by the hair. Do you think she has anything to do with the first fall?
Grab the ogre by the
Hard to
hair.
say.
Well, let us pray to Maraike she's something else. Something less.
Gods, let that be true. But at least we have some good news. We're onto something with the Ka'um.
Tell me.
We've made a new friend, named Sathina, a follower of Aaron.
You'd really like her.
Why?
Don't start now.
Is she good looking?
More pure, earnest, stern, rigid, uptight.
Ah, I see.
Are you two done yet?
Sorry, yes, please continue.
We've agreed to team up with her to help in a quest for her tribe.
All right. But how will that help find Dee?
The Ka'um tribes are all connected. We're sure there's more out there who know her.
Sadly, that's the only lead we have right now.
Fine. I trust you.
We'll find a way to get you out of here, promise.
Ah, don't fret. Anabasia underestimates my abilities. Someday, when she least expected, I'm going to escape.
Not without telling us first, I hope.
We'll do it together. Just like old times, remember?
Great. See you soon, Rick.
Alright. He will try to learn more about the Ka'um tribes.
Are you the Colwalls? Someone's expecting you at the Bays Watch. A woman in plate armor.
Thank you.
Oh, that's the, yeah, the paladin lady. The Bays Watch. Bays Watch. If we go straight over here... Oh, I can't push the camera in that direction. You can only move the camera over the areas that you would naturally see with your character as you move around. So you can't actually push it straight across an area that you haven't been to. And then if we need to, we can
Have you
just
seen the
grab that.
Ka'um warrior woman at the Bays Watch? Plate armor, Greatsword, the word.
Oh no! It canceled it. Okay, hang on. So when you go back to grab direct control of your characters, excuse me, it's cancels the movement. So gotta remember not to do that. Better save the game. Let's harvest the angry bush. Sathina, there she is.
Hi there, Sathina.
May Arun's song bless you, Colwolves. I sent for you at the Fount of Wisdom when I heard you were around.
A friend of yours called Olan said you might be here.
Olan Masan. Hallowed be his name.
Same
So
time,
you've
same place every
spoken
day.
to
Red Kill
Tango?
Switch.
We did. He told us you were searching
Always
for the
live
path
on
of
YouTube, Twitch,
Cuchza.
Kick, and TikTok.
He did,
5
did
a.m.
he?
Central for about
What
3
else did he
hours.
tell
And then we
you?
come back in the afternoon
That you might
around 1 or 2
appreciate some
p.m.
help with your mission.
You have to understand. I don't know what I'm up against. Even if I actually find a place, then...
A few blades might make a difference.
True. But why do you want to help?
Why do I want to help? Because you're kind of cute.
You want to protect Neokos, and we feel the same.
Honeyed words. But sweet things can turn sour. Surely you want more. Very well. It seems the winds take us on a shared path.
Great.
But to be clear, we are to focus on finding the heart of Cuchza. I have no interest in chasing forgotten treasures or fighting enemies you have made.
Fair enough.
Perish the thought.
Alright, we have completed that quest, and we now have a new location. Reach the Hearth of Cuchza. You know, I still need to find a frickin' gem that will allow me to cast... Chromatic Orb.
Welcome to the Bays Watch, friends.
What's up, tomfoolery?
What can I get you?
The beautiful people, the beautiful people. Rah, rah. Do you have any news?
So, what's the latest news?
Well, it's no surprise, but Captain Stormwinds came in bellyaching about some customs inspection.
She did?
Everyone knows it was you.
Perish the
You might have
thought.
made friends with the Prefect Priestess, but not with Stormwinds.
Alright.
We'd like to stay for the night.
Oh, we gotta level up. Shit, alright. Oh, we have a bug. Alright, congratulations, you've reached level 4, which is the max level available in the early access version of the game. Your XP will still increase, but you will not be able to level up for now. By the way, that bug was, it wasn't letting me progress to the level up with the controller. I had to do it on the mouse and keyboard. Okay. Hang on. I need to reload. I think I accidentally skipped something when I leveled up my paladin. Is this a PC game? It is a PC only early access, correct. Let's go talk to her again really quick, and then we'll skip past her dialogue.
Hi there, Sethina.
I sent for you, a friend Orlan must. So
We did.
he did.
That
You have to.
a few.
True. But why do you want to help? Honeyed words.
Great.
But to be, I have.
Okay, let's resave this really quick.
Well, what can I get you?
We'd like to stay for the night.
Let's see if I still get the same bug. No, it worked this time. Nope. Start the level up sequence. There it goes. I think that was just a one-time thing. All right, advanced leveling. Select one. Here we go. This is what I get. Feat choice. You gain the ability score improvement feat or another feat of your choice for which you qualify. Shielding. When you are within 5 feet of a friendly creature that is being attacked, you can use your reaction to give them a +2 bonus to their AC until the start of the next turn, but you must be wearing a shield. 2 weapon fighting. Oh, I got a whole bunch of stuff in here. Defense. Great weapon. I would like to switch over to a two-handed weapon, but I haven't I haven't found a two-handed weapon yet. Two-handed melee weapon. You can use a bonus action from a quick follow-up melee attack, dealing an additional 1d4 plus strength modifier damage of the same type. That would be cool, but I need to switch to a. I think I'm gonna I'm gonna go with that great weapon, but I need to switch to a two-handed weapon and get away from the shield. I'm okay with that. That's fine. I don't multi-class ever. Never, ever, ever multi-class. God, I did it again, guys. I forgot. 1 second. I gotta reload again. I keep forgetting that we have the option to choose between a whole bunch of stuff, and I skipped it with my thief. I gotta redo that.
Welcome to... What can I get you?
We'd like to stay for the night.
Because I just let it choose whatever for my rogue, and I was like, no, wait. All right, there we go. Okay. Okay. Agile skirmisher. Be within 5 feet of it isn't imposed advantage on attack rolls with ranged weapons. If you make a ranged attack, that creature can't make opportunity attacks for the rest of your turn. So I can shoot and move. If you make a ranged attack while hidden and the roll misses, it doesn't reveal your location. That's interesting. Ooh. So this makes me, I can't wait till they add rangers. That right there is badass. Death from above. If you make a ranged attack with a weapon against a creature more than 10 feet below you, hang on, why did it, my controller was like, no, you put me down. You can add your proficiency bonus to attack rolls and damage rolls. That's wicked. Your ranged attacks with weapons and spells ignore half cover and 3/4 cover. Man, there's some cool stuff in here. I really don't know what I want to take here. That one sounds pretty good. But I'm not an archer is the thing. I'm technically a thief. But I do use spells as well. So that actually, because I'm a shadowcaster, I'm going to take uncanny accuracy. All right, we're going to take a dex bonus. And then they wanted to give us Ray of Sickness. Nah, no thanks. What do we got here? I would love Chromatic Orb, but I still have not found any. It keeps wanting to move. So I'm not touching anything, and it keeps like moving me off of this list. That's weird. I would like to take this, but I still have not found any gems that I can use to cast that damn spell. I'm going to take it on the off chance that I can find a gem or diamond worth 100 gold or more. Is my mouse doing something over here weird? Oh, my wife is up. All right. Casting Virtuoso. Increase your intelligence. You can perform. Yep. Even when you have weapons or a shield. Oh, I probably should have taken that with my paladin. No, with my cleric. I need to take Casting Virtuoso with my cleric because then I can start wearing a shield again. All right. Let's look for things that have a relation to casting. Oh. When a creature succeeds on a saving throw against your cantrip or the attack misses, it still takes half. Oh, I'm taking that. I'm taking that for sure, I think. Because they're still going to take damage even if I miss or they save. That's totally worth it. Yeah, that's fine. All right. I don't care about Ray of Sickness, seriously. Such a worthless spell. Blur. Oh, I'm never going to make that comparison because comparison is the thief of joy, Last Rabbit. Anybody that plays games for a living, anybody who plays lots of video games for fun, knows that this game has nothing to do with Baldur's Gate 3. To make such a comparison would make an idiot out of me and all of my audience members. This game has nothing to do with Forgotten Realms. It has nothing to do with Baldur's Gate as a franchise. It's not set in any of the Wizards of the Coast worlds. The only thing it does is it uses the SRD, which is a publicly available rule set, which I have also used for the tabletop game that I published from my company. Casting Virtuoso, yes please. And I need to get myself back to using a shield. Alright, that is a big old manual save moment. And I need to go find a place to buy... Am I overburdened all of a sudden? I am totally overburdened. Okay. Let's look at weapons. First thing I want to do is give this shield to Elvira. I need to go track down... Does anybody... Oh, I bet I can use that right there. Transfer to Miles. Equip. Yep. All right, now I'm using a shield, and I can cast spells. Now that I can now cast spells with a shield in my hand because I took the casting virtuoso. And we're gonna go ahead and use the great axe. And we're going to take all of these items. We're going to give that to Elvira. We're going to go back to Elvira, and we're going to equip the 1d6 mace. Like so. And we're going to do another hard save. Yeah, it's a faculty issue for I think for most people, Darksteel.
So
here's what I really think it is. I think there is a huge audience who are so young that the first RPG that they ever played, like the first party-based, group-based, turn-based RPG that they ever played was Baldur's Gate 3. Now, those of us who were older, like me, we grew up on the games that came before Baldur's Gate 3. So we've played Baldur's Gate 1, Baldur's Gate 2, Icewind Dale 1, Icewind Dale 2, Neverwinter Nights 1, Neverwinter Nights 2, Knights of the Old Republic 1, Knights of the Old Republic 2, Dragon Age Origins, Pillars of Eternity 1, Pillars of Eternity 2, the Wastelander series, Fallout 1 to Fallout 2. We have played hundreds of turn-based, party-based, top-down isometric CRPGs in our lifetime. So for us, who are older, we see a game like Solasta and we can say, oh, this game is like these other 50 to 100 games that I've played in my lifetime. The more modern audiences, Gen Zs, Gen Alpha, they've never played anything else. So Baldur's Gate 3 for them is the only game that they know. So they're like, is this game like Baldur's Gate 3? Because that's the only game they've ever played that's like this. So it's just, I think that's the biggest issue. They've never played Planescape Torment and all of the games that came before Divinity Sin 1, Divinity Original Sin 2 that Larian did before they did Baldur's Gate 3. Like, there is that audience who have just never played anything else. So their only frame of reference is Baldur's Gate 3. Not because it's ignorance by lack of just not having any education on the genre. Not ignorance because they are stupid. It's just ignorance based on they just don't know anything else other than Baldur's Gate 3. The reality is that Baldur's Gate 3 is one of hundreds of that style of video games that have been produced over the last 30 years. It just happens to be the one that is the most recent in everyone's mind, and it won Game of the Year, and it's hugely popular. Yeah, that exact same thing's going to happen to every turn-based JRPG for the next 10 years because of Expedition 33. There's going to be a generation of players who never played anything. They never played Final Fantasy games. They never played any of those other games that came before Expedition 33. And so every game that's going to be out for the next decade is going to be like, it's just like Expedition 33. Just like I heard for a long time, everything's Skyrim, like Tainted Grail. Like even PC Gamer last week did that article calling it a wannabe Skyrim, and it's like, are you just? I have a feeling like that writer was of the generation who's just never played open world RPGs before. They've only ever played Skyrim, and so their only frame of reference is Skyrim. Everything else is just like Skyrim, and it's like, dude, there are hundreds of open world RPGs that I've played over the years that have nothing to do with Skyrim. If you're gonna make a comparison for Tainted Grail, you could have picked 100 other games, but you went with the one that you knew because it's the only one you knew. It's a weird thing. It is what it is. I would love to be in Starfield as a companion, but I can confirm that is not the case. that would be cool. But I am definitely not a companion in Starfield. That would be hilarious, though. All right, guys, I'm going to take a quick break. My wife is up, so I'm going to say good morning to her and make sure that everything is good with her and the animals, and I'll be back in a few. Go follow on YouTube if you haven't already done so, because everything in between the streams happens over there. Touch grass. That's what I'm going to do. Apparently we have a psychopath on our YouTube channel who we are banning immediately. No idea what that was about, but the moment you start mentioning political crap, you're immediately banned from my channel. I literally sit down and there's like, what, 8 or 9 messages in a row. It's really shitty when people do that, right? Like they wait for you to go AFK and then they just start spamming stuff. It's like, god damn, get a life. It was very odd. Yeah, whoever that was, they were definitely not okay. Definitely a little bit wrong in the head. Yeah, weirdo in chat. Yeah, that's why they didn't get the ban music. Like, some trolls are not worth it. Some trolls, you just ban them and move on with the day. Yeah, it's definitely stalker behavior. Did I meet Mortissimal Gaming? I did meet Mortissimal Gaming. Had some great conversations with Mortissimal Gaming. It was ironic that I found out that we were both born in the exact same city, a very small town. And so we, he may have a different perspective than I do. I definitely felt like we had a great time. I had a great time. We had some great conversations, hung out in between things, chatted quite a bit. But we were all there to work. So, yeah, DJ. I had never met DJ before. DJ is a character, man. DJ is a character. He's funny as shit, dude. Yeah. It was a good time. It was a good time. There was I don't think I'm I don't think I'm blocked from talking about that part of it because those people have all made public that they went. So like, I had never met DJ Juice Cup, Juice Head. Um, like I had never met any of those people, and I only knew in passing. Like I knew Mortisimo Gaming because I make game guides, like not as like we're in the same, like we play a lot of the same games, so it's kind of like I know Code Carnage because he plays a lot of the games that I play. I know Mortissimo because he plays a lot of the games that I play, and he makes guides around a lot of the same games that I make guides for. I make guides less frequently these days than I used to because when I first got going, before I really transitioned into streaming full time, that was my bread and butter. Was I would push out like 6 to 8 guide videos per day as a content creator. And I always used to tell people like the first 2 years of doing this, I'm not a streamer, I'm a content creator. And then 2024, I kind of feel like I transitioned to becoming a streamer as opposed to just a content creator who was streaming on the side. Because in the early days, the first couple of years of the channel, it was definitely I was streaming every day, but I was only streaming 2 to 3 hours a day, and I was really just focusing on like 8 to 10 hours a day of content creation. And then 2024, like summer of 2024, I had already been streaming a lot up until that point, but when I got back from helping my brother move was when I really just transitioned over. So I don't make as many guides as I used to. But yeah, I met Mortissimo DJ, I met Juicehead, I met, God, he's the ginger whose name I don't know. I don't know. Everybody was really cool. Like it was a really cool event, and it was. No, he was not. No, there was, I believe, 6 of us. I think there was a 7th that was supposed to be there but got sick, if I remember correctly. But yeah, everybody you've seen post on social media were the people who were there. There was like 6 of us, I think. And then some press. So, but it was good. It was a fun time. It's always fun when you go and do an event, whether, because Chris and I used to do this for a living. So we used to be public speakers. So we would go to travel conferences all around the world. And it's always fun when you get to go to an event and hang out with other people who do the same thing you do, because everybody's egos are like this, but yet you're all working in the same space, and so there's some friendly competition going on. I would imagine it's the same thing when you get a bunch of actors in the same space. Like we all recognize that we're all successful on our own terms, so there's some friendly competition going on, but at the same time, at the end of the day, my ego is as big as your ego, buddy, and I'm going to flex as much as I can flex while I'm here, because you obviously are here to make a good impression. And it was just really, it was fun. I hadn't done that in a while, and it reminded me of what Chris and I used to do for work. And so that was a very, it was a refreshing reminder of kind of coming out of retirement to do something that you haven't done in a while. I talked about this last night. I said I would imagine it's a lot like when actors take a break from acting and they go away for 5 or 6 years because their kids are growing up and they want to spend time with their kids. That's very much my position, because our last contract was the end of 2017, I think, was when we were in Ireland. And then after that, I went full-time into game dev, and I was still traveling quite a bit, like 3 to 4 times a year, going to conferences and events as the studio head. And then we made a conscious decision in 2022 to move here, and we didn't have any animals up until that point. We were always traveling, like sometimes 6-8 times a year we would be traveling for work projects. And then moving here was a conscious decision to stop traveling, buy a bunch of animals, and not go anywhere anymore. And so getting the invitation to go was like, I don't know that I would have gone. There's not that many companies I would have gone to an event for. Like I could probably think on one hand, like Larian Studios, Owlcat, BioWare, Bethesda. Those are a handful of companies that I would definitely visit their studios for. But like events, I don't go to events anymore. Like we talked about this a couple months back. I won't, like TwitchCon, GDC, stuff like that. I have no desire to go to TwitchCon and GDC. The only way you're going to get me out of bed to go to those events is if you you pay me, compensate me for my time out of office, and I want 24-hour security from the moment I get off the plane to the moment I get back on the plane. I want 2 security guards around me at all times because I'm a small creator and I have psychopathic people who send me death threats and shit all the time. So I'm not going anywhere when it's a known public event without 24/7 security. And I don't know that any of the events would spring for that these days. But yeah, I don't leave my house for pretty much anything anymore. Um, Greg Miller was there too. Greg was there. Yep. Didn't really, I'm not hugely familiar with him. Um, I've watched some of his stuff, but like I said, I'm also kind of, like I said, I didn't really know. The only person I had ever heard of when I went was, or that I knew of, because I'd watched their content a bunch, was Mortissimo. The other guys I had never met before, and they were all much younger than me. I was definitely the old man of that group, which is fine. But yeah, I'm back home, and I doubt I will go anywhere for the rest of this year. I mean, just like I said, there are companies who I will definitely travel for, but in terms of events, yeah, I'm not. I don't like. I have no desire to go to an event just to be there. Like people are like, you should go to PAX, and I'm like, I have no. Why do I need to go to PAX? Like, what am I going to get out of PAX? Nothing. Like, unless PAX is paying me to come there, and like is going to pay for my travel, pay for my hotel, pay for my food, pay for my security, and pay me to be there as like a speaker or something, I have no desire to go to PAX. Like I don't. It's a lot different for me, and I think I've talked about this in my How to Make a Living as a Content Creator and Streamer series. I don't look for opportunities anymore. I'm retired. Like, for all intents and purposes, I'm retired. I literally am only here to make ad revenue and, build up my following, subscribers, members, all that good stuff. I have a merch store. I have book sales. Like, I make a healthy living doing this, and I don't need to pitch for opportunities because I'm old enough and everything's paid for, and I'm not hungry. Young creators are very hungry. Young creators are trying to make a name for themselves, and they're trying to work with all the brands, and they want to get big and they want to get famous, and I'm just like, I'm done. Like, I've done all the things I wanted to do. My bucket list items are crossed off. I just am very content with my animals and my wife and my grandniece, and I'm very relaxed. I'm here for 4 hours in the morning. I'm here for 4 hours in the afternoon, and in between, I take naps. I can sit here in my boxers if I want to. I don't have to worry about a haircut. I can grow my beard out when I want to. I literally live my life in shorts and flip-flops and t-shirts and, in a homestead down on the border of Guatemala, down by Palenque in Mexico. And it's like I go up to the States to visit my brother once in a while and hang out with my family up there. And this was the first work trip I've taken in a long time. And I don't even know that I would consider it a work trip. It was just a really cool invitation that came across my desk. And I told the Bethesda people, I was like, I'm very grateful. It was very cool to get that invitation. You guys were the first invitation I've gotten in the last year where I felt like, you know what, I want to go to that one. Like, I've just looked at a bunch of invitations and I've just ignored them all because I'm like, I don't want to go to the Crimson Desert event. I don't want to go. I've been invited 3 times to go to Los Angeles for various like events related to like different games and stuff, and I've just been like, no thanks, because it's not the style of game I want to play. It's like, no thanks. And the companies are like Eastern companies who make games that I just don't really care about, like NetEase type stuff. Like, I'm just not enough. I just don't care enough about that kind of stuff to go. Like I said, there's only a handful of companies who I would get out of bed for, and that's like Larian, Bethesda, BioWare, Owlcat. Like, I'm sure there's a couple of other ones that I could think of, but Yeah, I only have to make enough to keep my wife's salary paid. As long as the paid actress is happy, we're good to go. The older you get, the more you crave for a simple, happy existence. Yes. Cypher says, I'll still go to PAX if I'm paneling or something. But otherwise, I'm not going to go. Lou says, sorry, it's too people-y out there. Yeah, Cypher, I won't even go, do events anymore unless they're paying me to go. Like, I've done enough keynotes and stuff in my career. I've founded 2 game studios. I've published an MMO. I've published a tabletop. I've written a bunch of books. I've worked in the travel space at the highest level. Like, I'm old enough now where it's like, if you want me to come to your event, you're going to pay me. And unless you're going to pay me, I'm not going to go. Like, I used to do free, like, in the travel space when Chris and I were first getting going. She and I would do events where they would fly us in, pay for a hotel, and we would be on a panel. We wouldn't get any money from that, but we would get to do press tours while we were on site. And we got to work with the tourism boards. And that was how we established our early reputations, because we would get free travel, free flights, free food, and we would get a free press tour. And we would get a whole bunch of videos and photos, which we could pimp out on social media. And then while I was on site, because I was a public speaker at the event, there is the natural effect of being able to get consultations and paying clients who are at the conference, and because you are there speaking at the conference, you are an authority figure, and so therefore they want to work with you. And so I would get a lot of work out of those events. So every time we would go to a conference in those early days, we would walk away with 6 months of contract work, like enough to pay the bills for a year. And so it was worth it even in the early days. But as I've gotten older, it's like, yeah, I don't go anywhere unless you pay me to be there. Like, I don't have a huge speaking fee, but it's in the thousands, and I do want certain things. I want business airfare. I want, I'm not traveling coach, like that kind of stuff. I don't give a shit enough about Gearbox Games to go. No, that's not a company that's on my list of places that I give a shit about. Did I meet the man himself? I did. Yeah. He is the master of Riz, for sure. Robert says I would go anywhere for decent catering and coffee. I had no time to go anywhere. It was literally, I got to the hotel. I left my house. I left the airport. So my trip was, I had a 7 a.m. flight, or excuse me, a 9 a.m. flight. So I left the night before to stay at the airport hotel. Woke up the next morning. I was at the airport at 6 o'clock. I had a full day of travel. I didn't get into Maryland until 11:30 at night was when I got to the hotel. And then I went to sleep. I woke up at 5:30. And then at 9 a.m. we were off to the visit. And then it was all day. And then we had a dinner party at the end of that. I got back to the hotel at like 10:30 at night. And then I had to get up at 2:30 in the morning for my flight back home. So I had no time to do anything in Maryland other than just the trip. And then I was home again. So it was a very quick 4 days for me. It was 4 days of travel and stuff. But I do like a good crab cake. Yeah, Cypher, like they've got to pay for everything. They got to cover everything. Pecos says we have the best crab cakes. I haven't had crab cakes in a while. That does sound delicious. Yeah, Tactical Adventures would be a cool place to go, but I don't think they have the budget. They're not a big enough studio to be able to support that yet. They're definitely still, they're 100% investing all of their money back into making their company bigger and better and making their games bigger and better, and that's all you can expect from a team who's just getting going. Like it'll be a while before Tactical Adventures has the budget to bring people in for events and stuff. And I think recognizing that is also a very important aspect of when you're asking somebody to pay for something, is recognizing what kind of a studio it is and what their budget might be before you ask them to spend, you know, $10,000 on you. I should try to use those pearls somewhere. I can't sell those, which is weird. Probably because they're like confiscated. Who the hell sells gems for me to cast this damn orb spell? I have not found anybody selling gems or diamonds. What other merchants are there in town? This guy, there's two people over here. Snowing and voting.
Aha. Aha, yes, the Coal Walls, my favorite clients.
Hello, Hedelin. How's business?
Fine, fine, absolutely fine. Why shouldn't it be?
You, sir. Oh, big diamond. Big diamond. I could definitely use that. So it literally is listed as a gem and a diamond. All right, I can buy it. That's expensive. Holy shit, but I need that to cast that spell. So we're going to give that to my mage, and it's going to hurt to buy this. But I should be able to cast... I wonder if both of them can cast it now, or only him. Out of curiosity. Yep. I only needed it on one of my characters. So that's awesome. So once you have a gem or diamond worth 50 coins or more, it only has to be on one of the characters. And now both of my characters can cast Chromatic Orb. Hell yeah, because that's a badass spell. That is a manual save moment right there. Save, baby! I know a lot of people want me to play Crimson Desert, but I've been trying to make sure that people's expectations are according because I am not hyped about Crimson Desert like so many other people. I'm literally only playing the game because I know it's going to be good for the channel. There are things that I'm mildly interested in with it, but I am not drooling over it. I'm definitely not oogling and going, oh my god, game of the year. I had somebody say, because I've made some videos where I've talked, critically about a couple of opponents, and I noticed the other day when that other content creator was covering me about Starfield, there was a whole bunch of people in his comment section who were like, Renfail's just hating on Crimson Desert. And it's like, I've never once hated on Crimson Desert. I have told people that I'm not hyped for it. I am critical about certain elements of it. I'm going to play it. I'm going to get enjoyment out of it. It's going to be fun, but I already know in advance that there are things that I'm not that excited about, like endless button mashing combos to kill endless waves of mobs. That shit bores me to death. It bores me in the Assassin's Creed games, even though I love the Assassin's Creed games. It bored me in Dragon's Dogma 2. It bores me in every single MMO that I play. Killing endless waves of low-level bullshit mobs is boring to me. I don't get any excitement from button mashing combos. You cannot cast with it. No, you can't even cast the spells without. I've been playing 15 hours or whatever of early access. The spell was not even able to be seen. It was grayed out. So like, see how Ice Knife is grayed out? It says no arcane focus item equipped. So if you don't have the materials or the prerequisites, you just can't cast. So, yeah, the chromatic orb. No, I'm glad that you I'm glad that you like. Blah, blah. I think you're misunderstanding what I was saying, Legendary. It's good that you're excited to watch me play lots of different games, and I appreciate that. I just want to make sure that people understand that when they watch me play Crimson Desert, I am not going into Crimson Desert with my eyes glazed over because of all the, all the content creators claiming it's going to be Game of the Year. I'm not hyped about the game. I'm going into it eyes wide open, blinders off, expecting that there are going to be things that I won't necessarily like in that game, but I do think it looks beautiful. I think the world building sounds super interesting. I think that I love the voice actors they have hired. There are a lot of things that look appealing to me in that game, and I anticipate I will have fun. But I'm anticipating it's going to be a 6 out of 10 for me, not a 10 out of 10. And because I already have people being like, but Renfail doesn't like Crimson Desert. That's not true. I just know my tastes. And so I'm able to look at a game critically going into it, saying to myself, and setting expectations for my viewers that I am not glazing the game. I'm definitely, because like if you ask me, what do you think about The Expanse? I'm going to look at The Expanse and go, oh my god, this, and this, because I love everything I've seen about The Expanse. Definitely hyped about that game. Exodus, definitely hyped about Exodus. Fate of the Old Republic, announced late last year, coming in a few years. Fucking excited and super hyped for that one. I am fanboying all over that one because I love Star Wars. So I think it's important to set expectations for people when they watch me play things or when they hear about me getting ready to play things. Another good example is next month we have Saurus, which is coming to the PS5. There are elements to that I know that I'm not a huge fan of, but I also love everything I've seen about the story. I like the actor who's portraying the main character. I liked the first game they did. Was fun. The roguelike elements, I'm not a huge fan of. I'm not a big fan of the games when you go in and you die, and you're expected to die over and over. Like, that kind of mechanic to me is not my favorite thing. However, it's an interesting aspect of the story, where it's sort of like, you're expected to die over and over again because you're reliving time. Hades did that as well, the Hades games. So when it's a part of the story, I can get on board with it. So, oh yeah, Saros is a day one buy for me. I've been excited for that game for, I think since it was first announced, because I did like the first one. So looking forward to that one. James Bond, fucking excited for that one. And here's the thing, I don't typically like the Hitman games that much. Like I normally bounce off the Hitman games because there's usually not enough of a story for me in the Hitman games. It's usually just, here's a bunch of targets and a bunch of levels, and you have different ways to kill the targets. But there's never been like a really huge narrative story adventure to pull me into the Hitman games. But James Bond, on the other hand, I have a long history of that franchise. I love that franchise, and so I am really excited for that game, even though it might not necessarily have all of the traditional story elements that another game might have, because it is the company that made the Hitman games. So I'm going into that one eyes wide open, knowing that I'm excited for a lot of things because it's a James Bond game, but also realizing that it might not be as strong of a narrative as I want it to be because it's the Hitman company. And they don't traditionally make strong story games, but all the trailers I've seen have made it look like they're doing a good job at sort of doing something a little bit different this time. So, yeah. But as a general rule, I don't get like hyped up about games, and I've made some videos about that because I feel like if you set expectations like that, then you're going to be disappointed when it comes out. It's better to wait for the album, wait for the comic book, wait for the film, wait for the TV series, and then make your judgment call. Like, don't try to prejudge. Like, yeah, just wait. I love the first Solasta game. I'm loving the second Solasta game. I am easy to please. I don't remember if Returnal had a story mode or not, but I don't remember it being difficult DSM. I remember playing it on the PS5 when I first got my PS5 and having fun with it. Like, it wasn't something that was overly challenging and I'm pretty sure it did have a story mode. I would need to go back and check it out again because I don't remember. Thanks for the sub over on Twitch, Morpheo. Also, I missed a super chat in there somewhere, guys. I apologize for that. There was a $10 super chat from Legendary 920181 over on YouTube. Thank you for that super chat. I totally missed that in the discussion we were having about Crimson Desert. So thank you for that $10 super chat. All right, where are we heading next? The Silkus Temple, which we've already been to. I'm gonna ignore. Maybe I shouldn't ignore. No! Abort travel. Abort travel! I did the wrong thing. Not far off the path, beyond a hill, black smoke catches your attention. An ominous smell is in the air. Let's approach. As you pass over the hill, you discover a gruesome scene. A caravan attacked and looted recently. Bodies are strewn around, leaving no doubt as to the fate of its occupants. Let's search. The party gains 38 gold points. Gold points, gold pieces, Jesus. Oh, we're getting another dream.
I suppose I should thank you, whoever you are.
Cunning words used to avoid bloodshed. Impressive. But it won't always work. There will be blood.
Authority. I'm never gonna forget. Never gonna forget, man. Alright, we are heading down here. We're gonna do long rest. And we're gonna... You know what, though? I don't know. It looks like we can go down here. And then it path forks. Uh-oh. An ominous sight above. A wheel drawn in the sky by steady wings, slowly turning on their side. birds of prey, looking like they found their next meal. Circling above something nearby but out of sight, the target of their attention almost within their grasp, but so could you be, depending on what lies ahead. We have a perception. Let's do a bonus to that. Success! The speed those flying creatures turn and swoop, those are no regular vultures. Perhaps your eyes deceived you. The distances are greater than you first thought, but those vultures are much bigger than normal. Does Returnal have story mode? I don't remember. I'm gonna go Google it. Yes, Returnal hang on, no, hang on a second. Hang on. Because I don't remember. Returnal does not have a traditional easy mode or difficult settings. I don't think it does, DSM. I don't remember it being overly difficult, but I think also part of the gameplay loop is you're expected to die and get upgrades that make you better. I remember that being... I haven't played it in a few years, so I don't remember exactly how it works. Two feral-winged creatures facing off, screeching with frustration and anger, fueled by hunger. A potential meal in between. The clear realization sinks in. Those were not vultures above, but harpies, like the ones standing in front of you. They see you now. Oh, we are not running away. We are attacking. Hell yeah, we're attacking. I haven't faced harpies yet. Let's see if we get our asses kicked. How many hit points do they have? Holy shit! Hopefully I didn't just bite off more than I can chew, because that is a lot of hit points. What material is she missing? I don't know what. Chromatic orb. Oh, we're going all in, baby. Do I want to use fire? I don't know what these are resistant to. Galleon, my friend. I finally have access to it. I'm like, chromatic orb, let's go! Oh, he got more than one. Why? How? What happened there? Chromatic orb affects another target as if two identical... Hang on. What did I do that allowed me to do that? Chromatic orb affects another target as if two identical damage dice rolls. Why did it do that, though? Interesting. Well, she also gets to cast some spells. She missed, you bitch! Sathena, what can you do? Bane. Hell yeah. Let's just get up here and kick its ass. Divine Smite. Oh, I forgot to get it. No, no, I'm good. I'm good. Never mind. I didn't forget. It said that the gems were not consumed, Gray. That the spell literally says that the gems are not consumed, so it better not have lied to me. Because that gem cost me 1,000 gold coins. Correct, I did not see a story mode, DSM. like an easy mode. I did not see one. Oh, they do not like my wizard. Wizard! What do we got? Life drain? 70, 80. Let's do 80. Yeah, I still have the gem. Not consumed. It literally it says there, requires an item with gem and gem property worth 50 gold, please not consumed. So it definitely doesn't consume it, so that's good to know. We're going all in, baby. 1, 2... Hang on. Let's be careful here. I don't want to get more than just these two. I got them both! Dude! Ha 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 ha! Shatter for the win. That was dope. Oh, we got all sorts of goodies. And we got a fireplace where we can recuperate our spells. Yeah, Stubbs, that's how I felt. One and done was enough. Like it was a fun game. I didn't feel compelled to do more than once. It was that was it. Like I think Gray was just saying a minute ago he had never played a game like Greedfall before, but he's enjoying it. Like I remember the first Greedfall game, I enjoyed it, but it was a one and done game for me. I didn't feel compelled to go back and play it again for different outcomes. I'm also feeling the same way about the second one. It's fun, and I'm enjoying the story, but it's very much going to be a one and done game for me. I don't feel like there's enough there in terms of like there's a little bit of jank. I'm probably going to switch over today when I play it this afternoon. I'm going to try to play it. I'm gonna stop using tactical mode and I'm going to try the like action mode, which is more similar to the first game, and see how I like that, see how it feels. I'm also going to drop it down to story difficulty because I do feel like on normal adventure mode, I feel like everything is way too spongy. Like I haven't felt overly challenged so far. There have been a couple of fights that were a little weird, were a little gnarly. What I am feeling though is that on normal mode, like it takes an obscene and obnoxious amount of firepower to take down even just like hounds and normal NPCs, and it has started to get a little boring to me to need to shoot a guy with an arrow 30 times, and every time his health is just going. It feels like an MMO. It feels like some of those MMOs where you're expected to spend 5 minutes on every single fight, and that shit drives me nuts. So I have some, I'm going to continue to tweak my Greedfall 2 experience. See what I can't figure out. Thanks for the super chat, Legendary, coming in with another super chat for $5. That was awesome. Like the shatter spell was kick-ass.
There is no doubt. I can feel it. This is the heart of Cuchza.
Now we've been here before.
Darkness, dissonance, disharmony.
Nothing delightful, then.
Undead. This place reeks of their corruption.
We'll take care of them.
We're here to find that book. There's no time for a crusade.
Alright, now technically I have been in here before, so... I thought I had been anyway. An orb. A crystal orb. Sorcerers, warlocks, and wizards can use an item as a spellcasting focus. I don't know who needs that. Give that to her. Yeah, exactly, Stubbs. Like, it feels, they feel a little spongy. And it's kind of like, that might just be, and that's fine for people who enjoy it, but I get bored when it takes me...
Well, looks like we found those undead you sensed.
20 minutes to, that's why I like playing on story mode. Oh!
And an Etin. I didn't think we'd have to make a choice.
Choice? It's simple. We destroy the undead.
Better side with the skeletons for now. Take out the big guy first.
No.
Why not just take them all at once? Those skeletons look like they're being controlled. They won't be waiting for us. Let's make a choice.
Let's side with the Etin, because there's an off chance he might be intelligent enough to do something and talk to us after the fight. Whereas the skeletons are being controlled, I don't know by who yet. I'm siding with the Etin.
Rahak Garabak!
Speak tongue.
She speaks
See?
giant.
He's happy. Now let's smash those undead.
She speaks
What did
giant.
you say?
What did you say?
Take a look at
I don't know what she said. It doesn't matter. Alright, first things first. We need to disarm this trap. Can I not get close to it? Okay. Bam! Oh, let's go kick some undead ass, girlfriend. What do you mean dash required? You're right there! Such a fib. No, 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 no! At least she's saved. That was my bad for like letting her just run nilly-willy to go attack. No! What do we got up here? Is that like an archer? Yeah, he's definitely got a bow. Only 13 hit points, though. I feel like a single missile ought to take him out.
Arcana, Evo.
Oh, he's a crossbow. Alright, one down. No. Alright, got the two archers down. Come on down, Mr. Skeleton Knight. Oh, he missed! Pretty nimble for an Etna. Oh shit! Oh damn! Oh, he still didn't kill it. How many hit points does that knight have? Holy crap! 52. Gonna need a dash. It says.
Marike Evo. Neo Evo.
There it goes. Alright. Let's just go ahead and use steady aim.
Don't lose hope.
You missed even with your advantage roll. Set that and get up in here, girl. Failed. That guy's got some serious armor class. Yeah, fuck it. When in doubt.
Evo Elvis.
Take bones down. Meet Sax next.
Come on, buddy.
Wait, what? He's going to kill us? But we helped him.
Oh, that's a bonus. He speaks common. Now we can understand his death threats.
Wait.
Alright, hold up a second here. I have a 77% chance. We'll kill the other undead if you let us.
Let us go in peace.
Add
We'll rid you
advantage.
of all the undead.
Not hungry. Bone stealing treasure.
Whew.
Don't steal it.
I survived! I didn't have to fight the Etten. Alright, good deal. Oh, we got goodies. Loot all. What is that sound effect that keeps going off? Oh, if I that's his. Is that his stuff? Oh, I'm rolling perception checks and failing. Oh, we got a short bow. Oh, 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 oh! Almost ran into that. Stop, stop, stop moving! Oh my god! You almost ran into it. So we're rolling perception checks on trying to see the traps, I see. Take it easy, go slow. Go slow. Go slow. Okay. This is probably a great save point. I have to wait for them to finish their jumps. Thanks for heading that one off at the pass, Gray.
I hope this is the right place.
Why don't you want to tell us what it is you're looking for?
When we find it, You'll know.
When we find it, you'll know. She's not going to tell me first, is she? How come I can't get up that? There we go.
You're impressively fit.
I've seen sickless cities before, but this is just... Oh, it's a shame, it's all in ruins.
Oh, now that is interesting.
What is it?
A fresco showing how the Sickless once lived.
Of course. This is a place of study. That's why we came. If the history of the Cyclas interests you, there's plenty here. But Aaron, forgive me. Right now, I need to find that book.
Look at that.
Oh, and look at that.
Aaron, strike me. This is it. The heart of Cuchza.
How can you tell?
Trust me, I can tell. I feel it.
Oh, great, of course. If you can feel it, how could we doubt you?
Sorry to interrupt this happy chat, but look over there.
Lots of harpies or something.
Are those pavon?
Harpies. They're not quite as friendly.
True. I say we take a risk. Let's try talking to the harpies.
Good luck with that. Good luck with that. All right, folks, I'm done for the morning. That's it. That's all she wrote. I'll be back this afternoon for some Greedfall 2, and of course a lot of stuff happening on YouTube in between the streams. So if you're not already over on the YouTube channel, get over there now. I got to go to the park, do some exercises. My grandniece should be here in about an hour. Get some breakfast in my belly. And I got to cut some more videos today, so I got a lot of video production. Next few days, Solasta 2 in the morning, Greedfall 2 in the afternoons. And then later this week, we'll be moving into Crimson Desert as well. If you miss any of the streams, you can watch the VODs on YouTube after the fact, or you can check the episodic playlists where things are broken down into roughly hour-long episodes, along with all the game guides, discussion videos, and everything else that we do. I will see y'all in the next one. Have a great rest of the day.